Sanjeev. Sanjeev. President sir.
This meeting is being recorded.
Advocates, chartered accountants, CIT DRs, senior DRs, other departmental officers, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have assembled to bid farewell to Honorable Vice President Shri A.D. Jain Saab, and a full court reference is been organized in his honor on the occasion of his superannuation. Honorable Vice President Shri A.D. Jain is laying down office today after putting in 23 years of distinguished government service. The retirement, as we know, is an inevitable part of government service, and the day a person joins the service, the die is cast, and he knows the date when he is going to hang his boots. It's a day of mixed feeling for all of us and a time to reflect on the legacy and good deeds he's leaving behind. For me, the way he conducts the bench, gives patient hearing to both the parties, his practice of taking notes, his grasp of complicated issues with ease and perfection is quite a learning, and I'll cherish the same for all time to come. In my personal interactions, I have always found him to be an affectionate person and a thorough gentleman. His grasp of issues and clarity of thought is something I really admire. He is a fountainhead of knowledge and wisdom, and I have gained a lot personally through regular interactions with him. During his long career, after joining the services in year 2001 as a judicial member, and then on his elevation as the vice president in year 2018, he has rendered exemplary service to the institution both on the judicial as well as on administrative side. He has authored innumerable decisions and contributed greatly to the taxation jurisprudence and is leaving behind a lasting legacy of high standards of judicial diligence and performance, which we sincerely hope to follow. Over the last 2 years, he has successfully led the Chandigarh zone and the various benches functioning under it with ease and efficiency, and has contributed greatly in streamlining various administrative matters as well as reducing caseload tendency. With his retirement, it would be a great loss to the institution, but it's a matter of satisfaction that Honorable Vice President Shri A.D. Jain Saab is retiring with grace, honor, and happiness. I hope and wish that Shri A.D. Jain Saab will keep himself busy and active in his next phase of life and able to spend quality time with his family and friends. I, on my behalf and on behalf of Chandigarh benches and the registry, convey our best wishes to Honorable Vice President Shri A.D. Jain Saab for healthy and happy post-retirement life. With these words, I like to invite Honorable President. He has joined us from London. He's currently traveling, but he's been kind enough to address the gathering today. May I request the Honorable President to.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I hope everybody can hear me.
Sanjay.
My esteemed colleague, Shri A.D. Jain, and his spouse, Srimati Sunita Jain, Vice President, Mr. Rajpal Yadav, sitting members at Chandigarh benches, and the benches who have joined virtually, Mr. T.N. Singla, President, ITAT Bar Association, Chandigarh, departmental representatives, members of the ITAT Bar Association at Chandigarh, and those who have joined virtually from across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. Today we have assembled to bid farewell to one of our esteemed colleagues, Shri A.D. Jain, who will be demitting office today after rendering service of 23 years in this tribunal. Shri A.D. Jain belongs to Punjab. He completed his graduation in arts followed by a degree in LLB. Prior to joining ITAT, he practiced as an advocate in Punjab and Haryana High Court from 1986 to 2001. He joined the tribunal as a judicial member in October 2001 and was posted at Mumbai, Delhi, Amritsar, and Agra. He was appointed as vice president in 2018. During his tenure of more than 2 decades, both as a judicial member and thereafter as the vice president, he has adjudicated several appeals. His manner of conducting the proceedings in the court was exemplary and such that the counsels were at ease in presenting their arguments before his bench. His profound knowledge of tax jurisprudence is reflected in the orders authored by him, which have been praised by one and all and have come to the satisfaction of all the stakeholders. Several of his orders have been reported in various tax journals. Punjab Waste Management Society, he held that the plastic waste management is an activity which endures to the public at large, and it is a step for preservation of the environment as a charitable purpose within the meaning of Section 2, subsection 15 of the Act. The Assessee Society having been formed with the object of plastic waste management and other ancillary objects and carrying on various activities for pursuing the said objects as per the mandate of Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016 under the superintendence of the Punjab Pollution Control Board. All its objects are directly covered by the limb of preservation of the environment as a charitable purpose under the provisions of subsection 15 of section 2, and therefore the society was entitled for registration under section 12A. In Improvement Trust Sangrur, he held that where Assessee Trust incorporated under the Punjab Town Improvement Act was engaged in providing services for improvement and expansion of civic facilities, its activities relating to acquisition of land, development of land, and sale thereof was not commercial or business venture, but for substantial expansion, but one necessitated on account of implementation of the provisions of the trust through statutory scheme, and thus receipts of the assessee trust from its activities of sale of plots and flats, etc., were entitled for exemption under Section 11. In Apna Punjab Resource Limited, he held that the DCF valuation method opted by the assessee for valuation of shares would not be charged in view of statutory mandate of Rule 11 UA2 of the income tax rules, and thus the action of the principal commissioner in exercising revisional power was in direct contravention to provisions of explanation A1 to section 56(2) 7B of the Act. In Ganpati International, he held that where during the scrutiny assessment, the assessee had submitted all the relevant details regarding loans and advances given by it to a person and had explained that the said advance was returned back in the next year and had also furnished a copy of the ledger account, and the AO, after due verification of the same, had passed an essential order. Invocation of revisionary powers by the principal CIT was unjustified. And the list goes on. Shri Jain is now due to start his second innings after having successfully completed a long tenure, serving the judicial fraternity in general and the litigants in particular. Personally, I have found Mr. Jain to be extremely amiable and an able judicial officer, apart from being a good human being. In the collegium meetings which we had, I found him to be prepared with the subjects and gave very important inputs in the administration. On the family front, he and his spouse, Sunita Jain, are blessed with two daughters, Mahima and Nayanika. Mahima is pursuing higher studies. Nayanika is married to an entrepreneur, Mr. Karan Bansal, and she is also pursuing higher studies. I am happy that Shri A.D. Jain will now get more opportunity to devote to his family and pursue his personal likings and hobbies. On this occasion, I, on behalf of the entire ITT family, extend my best wishes to Mr. A.D. Jain and his family members for a life filled with health, happiness, and a sense of fulfillment. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Shri Y.K. Sood to address the gathering, please.
Honorable Vice President Shri Rajpal Yadav ji, Shri A.D. Jain, Vice President of Chandigarh Zone, members of ITAT present here, family members of Shri A.D. Jain, CIT DRs and senior DRs, my colleagues on the bar, the various bars of Amritsar, Chandigarh, Delhi, and other bars, ladies and gentlemen. Today we gather here to celebrate the superannuation of a truly remarkable member of our community, Shri A.D. Jain, whose tenure with the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal has been nothing short of exemplary. Over the years, Shri A.D. Jain has made significant contribution to our legal system, demonstrating unwavering dedication to justice and the rule of law as member of the ITAT. His keen insights and sound judgments have shaped not only the outcomes of countless cases, but also the very principles that guide our work. Mr. A.D. Jain's meticulous approach and profound understanding of tax laws set a high standards for all of us. They have navigated complex legal challenges with grace and integrity, ensuring that fairness prevailed in the has left an indelible mark on our tribunals. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Shri A.D. Jain has been a mentor and a friend to many. They have taken the time to share their knowledge, guiding young professionals and instilling in them the values of diligence and ethics. This legacy of mentorship will undoubtedly continue to inspire future generations. A 37-year-old young lawyer who was practicing in the Punjab and Haryana High Court was selected as maybe the youngest member of ITAT, and my personal association with him started in the year 2005 when he was posted on the Amritsar bench as judicial member. The best part we found in him was that besides being a judicious and patient member, he is an excellent human being. He became very popular in the bar and commanded great respect amongst the counsels who appeared before him. He equally respected all the counsels, and it was always a pleasure for me to meet him in his chamber and share a cup of tea with him, which he would always offer to us after the court. His attitude of learning was so high that he would confess that when he was appointed to tribunal, he had no knowledge of or experience as a lawyer in Income Tax Act. Even during his interview for selection, he confessed before the board that all he knows about the income tax was that he would visit the Income Tax Council once in a year to file his income tax return. Still, looking into his qualities, he was immediately selected as member of the ITAT. After joining the bench, he worked so hard that he became a master of income tax law. One more incident I remember, that once I went to meet him in his chamber in Amritsar, and I was surprised to see that he was taking a tuition in accountancy. This only reflects that not only he wanted to master income tax law, but at the same time, he wanted to understand the implications of accounts also for delivering justice to the litigants. Sir, I salute you for this. His popularity had gone so much high amongst the bar that I, on behalf of the Amritsar Bar, requested then President Shri H.L. Karwa to send Mr. Jain for his second innings in Amritsar. His humbleness can be adjudged from the very fact that despite he was posted in Delhi, still he acceded to our request and accepted his transfer to Amritsar, which was not even due. Mr. A.D. Jain was not only been a good member, but also he cared for his family, consisting it of his aged parents and two growing up daughters who lived in Chandigarh. He made sure that whichever part of India he was posted at, he would join his family in Chandigarh during the weekend. For this, I would like to give full credit to his charming wife, Mrs. Sunita Jain, for looking after the family, especially the aged parents during his absence. Mr. A.D. Jain, sir, I would like to know from you that how many miles have you traveled during your service tenure? I think it would be another record in the history of the tribunal. As Shri A.D. Jain embarks on his new chapter of life, we celebrate not only his achievements, but also the warmth and mutual trust he brought to our profession. We will miss his presence in our proceedings, but we are excited for the adventures that lie ahead of him. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in expressing our heartfelt gratitude and best wishes to Shri A.D. Jain as he steps up to retirement. Thank you for your service, your leadership, and your friendship, sir. We wish him a very happy retired life and expect from him that he will come back to the profession and share his expert knowledge with everyone. I would like to conclude with a couplet for Mr. Jain. भीगे मौसम की खुशबू इन हवाओं में हो, भीगे मौसम की खुशबू इन हवाओं में हो, दोस्ती का एहसास इन फिजाओं में हो, यूं ही सदा रहे आपके चेहरे पे मुस्कान, खुदा करे इतना असर हमारी दुआओं में हो. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sood, for your kind words. Now I request Shri Sudhir Sehgal, representative of ITAT Bar Association, Chandigarh, to address the gathering, please.
Honorable Vice President Shri Akashdeep Jain ji, Honorable Shri Rajpal Yadav ji, Honorable members of the ITAT, officers of the department, and my dear colleagues, all of us have assembled here to bid farewell to the Honorable Vice President Shri Akashdeep Jain ji, who will be demitting the office as a Vice President of the ITAT Chandigarh Bench Chandigarh on attaining the age of superannuation. Sir, we express our deep affection, pride and admiration for the way you conducted yourself, firstly as a member and then as a vice president at different benches of the ITAT and discharging the task of dispensing justice. Sir, your humbleness and simplicity at the bench and in the chamber and meeting everyone with a smiling face have won the hearts of our bar members and of the officers of the department across the country, besides the staff member and your colleagues. Sir, you have never interrupted any lawyer during his arguments and would never like to thrust your decision on the lawyers or on your colleagues. And I was just looking into it, whether there is any case of yours where you have passed a dissenting order. I could not find anyone. That's basically one of the rare quality. Sir, whatever work you did with total dedication. You have been very humble, and the staff working in the ITAT and also gave respect to the colleagues, bar members and officials of the ITAT. Sir, my interaction started with Shri A.D. Jain ji when he came from Mumbai about 20 years ago or 21 years ago. In this room only, courtroom, there was a hearing and he was just opening the file and then writing some notes, then closing the file, but he was always looking at the senior member. Whatever he was doing, he was, copying it. Sorry to say that. Then I went to call upon him in his chamber. Now the basic personality of the gentleman, I had never basically met him. मैं इनके कमरे में गया, मैं कहा sir, I've just come to say hello and to say a courtesy call to you. एक कहने लगे भाई तू ते लगदा हैगा भी इत्थे दा ही पंजाबी बंदा ते पंजाबी च गल करना. I am basically among you only. Don't basically consider me भी मैं ऊपरों गिरया हैगा. That is his quality, sir. Later on, I also recall that about a few years back when he was at the bench in Delhi, how he used to encourage the young, lawyers. I had a case there which my own son was to argue, before him, and about 15 days before the hearing, I just went to him and met him. ये मेरे से कहने लगे भी आप यहाँ दिल्ली में नहीं आते. मैं कहा मैं ज़्यादा नहीं आता, माई सन इज कमिंग, क्योंकि वो उसका इंटरनेशनल टैक्स का केस था तो मैं भी उसके साथ आऊँगा. नाउ आई स्टिल दोज वर्ड्स इको इन माई ईयर. सर, इन्होंने कहा अगर तू मैनू दिख गया ना इत्थे खान मार्केट देरे देरे, मैं तेन चुक के हेठा ही सट दूंगा. Let your son come and argue, independently. And my son argued independently and he gained confidence. Sir, Your Honor, salute with both hands to you. Honorable Sir is like a flower whose fragrance is noticed at all the benches of the ITAT across the country, and his conduct at the bench has been superb. He is in fact a role model. His conduct has been appreciated both by the bar and the officers of the department, and he would give full liberty to his colleagues at the bench to raise any query during the course of hearing. He has authored very large number of judgments, and most of them have been approved by the Honorable High Courts. Sir, the law of superannuation is certain. It must take place in the life of every government servant. It is as certain as death, which has no fixed time, but for retirement, there is a fixed time. It is only the councils and the politicians who have no date of retirement, and rather, more they grow in age, their value increases. Sir, कल हम जब आपके वहाँ डिनर पे थे, हमारी बार में एक बॉलीवुड हीरो है, हैरी कहाँ है? यस, ये कल कहने लगा, एक वन ऑफ आवर मेंबर सेड भी तेरे ग्रे हेयर ज्यादा हो गए, तू इनू ना कर ले, डाई कर ले। मैं कहा ये ना करी, इन नाल फीस तेरी ਵਧੇਗੀ। जैन साहब आपके तो बाल ही नहीं है। Friends, superannuation in government service is just not the end of one phase of life. Another phase of life begins. The retirement is only from government service, not from life. It opens a new phase, and I'm sure you must have planned something to keep yourself occupied. Sir, I know I have utterly failed to cover entire spectrum of your personality because of my limited knowledge. However, I have jumbled a few words at this juncture of parting ceremony, and I must say that in imparting justice, you fared very well, sir. And all of us should pray for your welfare and healthy and happy life. And I recite an Urdu couplet of Basir Badr. उजाले अपनी यादों के हमारे दिल में रहने दो, उजाले अपनी यादों के हमारे दिल में रहने दो, ना जाने किस घड़ी में जिंदगी की शाम हो जाए। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Mr. Sehgal, for your kind words. Now I request Shri Ashwini Kumar, Chartered Accountant, ITT Bar Association, Chandigarh, to address the gathering, please.
Honorable President of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, who has joined us online, Honorable Vice Presidents of the Appellate Tribunal, Honorable Members of the Tribunal, distinguished officers of the department, esteemed members of the different bars, friends, and esteemed guests. It is my proud and pleasant privilege to address this esteemed gathering today as we honor Mr. A.D. Jain on the occasion of his superannuation from the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. We gather here to celebrate the remarkable career of Mr. Jain, whose tenure has been marked by unwavering dedication and exemplary service. His journey has not only contributed significantly to the institution, but has also left an indelible mark on all of us who have had the privilege of working alongside him. I have had the honor of knowing Mr. Jain since his early days in the tribunal when he joined in Mumbai. Throughout his illustrious career, I have appeared before him at various locations where he has served, witnessing firsthand his profound commitment to justice and the law. His ability to come fully prepared, often with the file in hand, meant that on many occasions, counsel felt they hardly needed to represent their arguments at all. It was the reverse also, let me say, because sometimes when the counsels came, even if unprepared, he would have gone through the file in such detail that he will catch hold of the person and the niceties of the case he will point out immediately. His thorough understanding of the cases at hand and his meticulous approach have always set a high standard for all of us. Mr. Jain's depth of knowledge and expertise has not only been inspiring but also reassuring. His judicious handling of cases, I think a detailed description was given by our Honorable President in his opening remarks, marked by a blend of strict adherence to the law and a compassionate understanding of the circumstances involved, has earned him respect and admiration from all quarters. He is indeed a strict disciplinarian with a kind heart always considering the merits of each case and providing relief where it is due. As we reflect on his decades of service, it is hard not to feel a mix of emotions: sadness at bidding farewell to a stalwart of the tribunal, and happiness for the opportunities that lie ahead for him. Mr. Jain, your legacy here will be felt long after you leave, and your contributions will be cherished by all who have had the privilege of working with you. We are confident that your post retirement journey will be just as impactful, and we look forward to seeing how you continue to engage with this fascinating field of direct taxes. Your experience and wisdom will undoubtedly guide many in the years to come. On behalf of all distinguished guests and members of the bar present here, we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you, sir, for your dynamic, result-oriented tenure in the ITAT and for being a beacon of knowledge and integrity. मैं भगवान से यही प्रार्थना करना चाहूंगा अंत में कि आने वाला समय आपके लिए दीर्घ आयु दे, आपका स्वस्थ जीवन हो और आपको सब समृद्ध जीवन हो और आपको सब खुशियां भगवान प्रदान करे. धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Mr. Ashwin Kumarji. Now I request Shri R.K. Gupta, ITT Bar Delhi, to address the gathering, please. Okay. May I now request Shri Praveen Kishore Prasad, ITT Bar Bangalore, to address the gathering, please.
There are two rare days when actually you fail to prepare your arguments and submissions. Today is one such day for me, personally. I kept thinking what to say today. Frankly, I could not gather those sentences which may describe A.D. Jain Sahab fully. I thought whatever I would say would fall far short of what a great personality he has been. So kindly forgive me if I am not able to say much. Few days back, not long ago, just few days back, there was an occasion for a brief conversation with him, and just in a passing, as a passing reference, he mentioned he would be laying down office on the 5th of November. Frankly, sir, I was taken aback. It was a not very welcome news for me, but nevertheless, I have been in the government for 35 years. I know what it is all about. Every day when we joined, we saw the list, civil list, and we could see who is going to retire when and who would get what promotion when. That's the usual habit that we inculcate. So once you are in government job, yes, there is a fixed retirement date. But it was, I was not prepared to hear that on that day. Then I told myself, I must join all of you today. Such a pleasant personality, such a suave personality, such a sweet and kind personality. Whomever he meets, he becomes his. And that has been the case with me. Sir, I'm really falling short of my words. My humble prayer to Honorable VP Rajpal Yadav Sahab, Honorable Member Garg Sahab, Yadav Sahab, Joshi Sahab, Sai Sahab, Jain Sahab, family members, Madam, all my friends. Let us join together and pray to the Almighty for A.D. Jain Sahab's healthy, happy, and prosperous life ahead. Sir, I can tell you from my experience, the second innings is always much better. It has been such a wonderful experience and occasion for me. This day I will not forgive. There must be something in him which pulled me 2,500 kilometers from down south to up north at Chandigarh. Sir, wish you all the best. And we remain always of you.
Thank you, Mr. Prasad. Now I request Shri Mustaq Ali, Advocate, ITT Bar Association, Jammu, to address the gathering, please.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable President, who has joined us virtually. Honorable President, ITT Chandigarh Zone, Rajpal Yadav ji. Honorable President, A.D. Jain Saab. Honorable members on the bench. Family members. Departmental representatives, both senior elders as this, my senior colleagues from different bars of the country, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great day today. I'm not considering this day as a farewell, but I am just considering as a great occasion, wherein that we all have assembled today to highlight and to make the exhibition of all the goodness of jests that Mr. and the Honorable A.D. Jain Saab has rendered for more than 20 decades. So how great this is, that while doing a government service, and one is inclined to render jests. And it is a great day. Your Honor, I honestly congratulate you for all this. It is an inside feeling from my side that how much justice has been rendered. I'm not considering this as a farewell, because it is all up to us to reduce the distance. My respected senior colleague who has all along traveled from Bangalore to this place, he is among us. We have great Tutejas are with us today, so he is among us. So really, if we in real sense reduce distances, and I'm not considering this as a farewell. Your Honor, yesterday I was just somehow, as we attended that yesterday's, and when I started from Srinagar, so Your Honor, you were in mind. And I was considering this name, and I don't know the Sanskrit or something, Akash Deep. Sir, you are deep in Akash. And you have been doing so. As I say, that I am not much worthy enough, or I don't have much wisdom to impart before distinguished personalities in the bench and in the audience. But I have just a couple of points to make from my inside, what I have experienced while being in the bench, in the bar. Your Honor, when you used to be in the bench before me, and there was some sort of a comfort which we were expressing, which I was expressing. We do enter into arguments because our job is to render argument. Sometimes a normal argument, an advanced argument, the heated one, and sometimes it goes slightly better, both with the bench and our learned friends, the DRs. But Your Honor, that file when we used to appear, so that argument used to come within because of the comfort that you used to render. Your Honor, I admire for all this. This is something what one experience that I have made. Another one, recently I have gone through their third member judgment, wherein they have resolved a big dispute and the conflict of Jabalpur, ITT Jabalpur branch. Your Honor, your third member judgment, wherein a complete 153A is completely deliberated. It was really a great learning for me. Your Honor, I take this pledge today that you always have to be among us and you will be among us because we all need your guidance and the mentorship, and for that reason we pledge that you have to be with us. Lastly, because 3 minutes, I think there are some other members also who have to speak. I thank Sood Saab and Singlaji for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be here and part of this full court preferential ceremony of this honorable personality today. And I thank all of you now for giving me this patient hearing and to pray Almighty for your good health, sir, and a great endeavors in your next innings. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Mustaq Ali, for your kind words. Mr. A.P. Sinha, unfortunately, he couldn't attend. He's from Lucknow Bar. I may request Shri Tejmohan ji to read out his message.
Honorable guests and all the attendees, we have assembled here to bid farewell to our most respected Vice President Shri A.D. Jain ji, who is demitting office today. We are all emotionally attached with him. We wish we all would have been physically present in Chandigarh on this auspicious day, but because of some unavoidable circumstances, it has not been possible. Honorable Shri Jain sir was posted here at Lucknow from 16th of October 2018 to 15th of June 23 as Vice President Lucknow Zone. We all have innumerable sweet and emotional memories of Shri Jain, which we would like to share. When he was posted here in Lucknow, one of our bar members was critically ill and was hospitalized. He was in need of blood. Shri Jain sir was the first person to offer his blood to donate to the critically ailing ITT bar members. Such was his greatness and benevolence. 2 members of his staff were working in some other government department before joining the ITT Lucknow. They were informed by the administrator of the concerned department that they would not get pension on their retirement because of some complexities. Both the staff members decided to file a petition before CAT, for which a suitable, competent and reasonable lawyer was selected. Fortunately, the prominent lawyer was known to us. An appointment was sought from the senior lawyer, myself, the president of ITT Bar, and both the above petitioners were supposed to be there on the date and time given by the senior lawyer to engage him. Honorable Shri Jain sir voluntarily offered that he would also accompany them to the lawyer's chamber. Jain sir is so particular that he reached there few minutes before time along with the 2 litigants, and I was late by few minutes. Jain sir himself briefed the senior lawyer about the issue. When we came out of the chamber of the senior lawyer, Satisfactorily, Jain sir said, "This is the best which I could do for my ITAT family." Not only this, he repeatedly reminded me till he was posted here in Lucknow, and even after that, also that I have to see that they get desired result. Throughout, I was under pressure, and ultimately because of efforts of Sir, we got success and order was passed in their favor by the Honorable Cat. He always treated the staff members as his family, always prepared to guide and help them. He is a true messenger of theory of joy of giving. On one occasion, we went to meet Honorable Acting President of ITAT. His remarks about Shri Jain sir was as follows. Sinha Sahab, Jain Sahab jaisa member nahi milega, bhul jao. He was not only very efficient in his official duties, but also took a lot of care of his parents. He commands respect amongst his seniors. He was always prepared to help everyone. Now, after attaining superannuation, we wish him best to start a new innings in life. We also wish him and his family a very happy and peaceful, healthy life. With these words and heavy heart, I am concluding because others are also waiting to say goodbye to their learned and beloved member Shri Jain sir. Please.
Thank you, Mr. A.P. Sinha and Mr. Deshmohanji for reading out this message. Mr. P.N. Chopra, President ITAT Bar Jodhpur, has also sent his message and an apology. He couldn't attend physically. I request Shri Parikshit Agrawal, Chartered Accountant, ITAT Bar Chandigarh, to read out his message, please.
Honorable President ITAT, Justice C.V. Badang, Honorable Vice President Mr. Rajpal Yadav ji, Honorable Vice President Mr. A.D. Jain Sahab, other honorable members on the bench. I am reading out this message for Mr. P.M. Chopra, President ITAT Bar Association, Jodhpur. His message is, please accept our heartiest congratulations on behalf of Income Tax Appellate Tribunal Bar Association and Marudhara Tax Bar Association, Western Rajasthan, for your superannuation and farewell as Vice President Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. During your postings, your work was very excellent one and we have received your full cooperation. We pray God that your next inning shall be very excellent. We, all the members of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal Bar Association and Marudhara Tax Bar Association, Western Rajasthan, wish you for your happy and healthy post-retirement life and enjoyment with family. Best wishes for your fruitful and healthy post-retirement life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. May I now request Shri Aditya Kumar to read out a message from Mr. Ajay Wadhwa, President ITT Bar, Delhi. Yes.
Honorable President, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, Honorable Vice Presidents of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, members, friends, and family of Honorable A.D. Jain sir. I read this message on behalf of Dr. K. Shivaram,
Sorry,
Senior Advocate.
sorry, my apologies. Okay, yeah, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Honorable Shri A.D. Jain sir, we are pleased to acknowledge that your honor has served this great institution of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal for 23 years with extraordinary dedication, a paragon of integrity, and a judicial mind of exceptional insight. We had the fortune of appearing before your honors in a large number of matters at ITIT Mumbai. It was a great privilege to appear before your honors. One of the greatest qualities of a judge your honor possesses is granting a patient hearing. Whether a junior or a senior representative would appear, your honors used to hear the cases very patiently and pass the order incorporating all the submissions made by both sides. The tax bar is always impressed by the great quality of your honors with the in-depth knowledge of general law, tax laws, grasping of the issues involved, and the justice to the assessee. Your honor has authored many landmark judgments which will be remembered as precedents in the years to come. The gist of important landmark case laws are published in itatonline.org. In Evershine Recreation Private Limited versus DCIT, dealing with issues on reassessment, your honor has written a detailed order, 359 pages, dealing with the issue on reassessment. Professionals, sir, are referring to the said decision as a guide to reassessment proceedings. Honorable sir, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to your honor for the character, integrity, courage, learning, and judicial dedication with which Your Honor has served this great institution of ITAT. Your Honor will be remembered as a role model to honorable members of the ITAT in the years to come, and above all, a truly remarkable human being. And we had the fortune of interacting with him. Your Honor's contribution to ITAT and the legal community will remain with us for many years to come. Honorable Sir, I, on behalf of the members of the tax bar, wish Your Honor all the best on the superannuation on 5th November 24 and pray that Almighty God continue to bless Your Honors for the rest of your life. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. K. Shivaraman and Mr. Aditya Kumar for reading out his message. May I now request Mr. Harry Ricky to read out message from Mr. Ajay Wadhwa, ITT Bar President, Delhi.
Your Honor, this is message from Shri Ajay Wadhwa. Honorable dignitaries on and off the dais, my esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, with a heavy heart, we bid farewell to a Karam Yogi who demits the office of Vice President of the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal today. This marks a monumental and irreparable loss to this institution, a loss that might have been averted by allowing Shri A.D. Jain to continue in his position for another 4 years. Such rare individuals are not easily found, and once they are, they should be encouraged to remain for as long as possible. Shri Jain stands out as a person of impeccable integrity, humility, simplicity, and fairness. A figure who belongs to an almost extinct category in a government service today. I remember when he served as an honorable member in Delhi, he lived in a modest one-bedroom apartment, embracing a minimalistic lifestyle and enjoying the official accommodations that often attract people to government service. In many cases, individuals who adhere to such steadfast honesty may develop bitterness or bias, affecting their sense of fairness in official dealings. This was never true of Honorable Shri A.D. Jain. He remained true to his purpose, serving without malice or ill will and toward those of different views. I only wish that the selection committee had taken more time to review his brilliant and thoroughly researched orders, which would undoubtedly have compelled them to extend his tenure. Every comma and period was significant to Shri A.D. Jain as he dictated his orders. Perfect English, clarity, objectivity, and fairness became the hallmark of his work. However, retirement is inevitable, and it is essential that Karam Yogis like Shri A.D. Jain take the well-deserved rest they have earned. On behalf of myself and ITAT Bar Association, I extend our heartfelt wishes to Shri A.D. Jain and his family for many years of togetherness, happiness, prosperity, and contentment. Regards, Shri Ajay Wadhwa ji.
Many thanks, Mr. Ajay Wadhwa and Mr. Harry Ricky for reading out this message. May I now request learned CITDR, Dr. Rohit Sharma, to address the gathering, please.
Honorable President who has joined us online, Honorable Vice Presidents and Honorable Members on the dais, my distinguished colleagues from the department, members from the various bars, family members of Shri A.D. Jain, distinguished guests in the audience, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you as we bid farewell to Shri A.D. Jain sir. I would not like to harp much on his professional competencies, as much has already been said about those. Like a senior advocate from the Mumbai bar, whose message has just been read out by a speaker before me, praising the landmark judgments passed by Honorable Shri A.D. Jain sir. Many of these judgments will serve as precedents, have been cited in the publications on the various tax journals, and will continue to be cited as landmark judgments. प्रोफेशनल कॉम्पिटेंसीज सर की जो है उसको तो ज्यादा कुछ व्याख्यान करने की जरूरत है ही नहीं. मैं सर की कुछ पर्सनल ट्रेट्स पे फोकस करना चाहूंगा, नॉट ओनली एज अ जज बट एज अ पर्सन, एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग. As a judge, I think there are 3 hallmarks which a judge should have. He should be a very patient listener. He should speak less, and he should be very decisive. I think sir possesses all these 3 hallmarks. Patient listening में मैंने सर से ज्यादा patient listener देखा ही नहीं. I have never seen him lose his cool in the court. Even while arguing as a DR, sometimes I would get agitated or irritated if my co-side is not able to put across his point in a concrete manner. But sir would be very patient. He would prod him, urge him. I still remember an incident a few months back when an aged advocate from the bar had appeared, and he was, I could not realize that he was wearing a hearing aid, and he was not able to communicate properly. So since I did not know the basic background, so I was feeling agitated and irritated. But sir kept his cool, he kept his composure, and he realized that perhaps the aged advocate is on a hearing aid, and he advised him. And then in fact, the aged advocate confessed that he was wearing a hearing aid, but it was not in working order. So he gave him an adjournment, please come the next time. So these are small little incidents which strike, which appeal to you. Now, as the 3 hallmark qualities, as I pointed about, sir, as a judge, but as a person, he shifted to somebody who was participative in, animated debates, discussions, and jovial discussions after the courtroom in his personal chamber. A person who would not speak in the court but listen so thoroughly. I found he's so engrossed and so participative in all those discussions, in informal, casual chats, be it about politics, be it about bureaucracy, law, judiciary, you name it. Anything under the sun. He was so well informed, a man full of such great wisdom, and such a jovial personality, आपने एक छोटी सी बात अक्सर इंसानों में देखी होगी, अपने को राइट प्रूव करना किसी डिबेट में या डिस्कशन में कि नहीं नहीं मैं ही सही हूं, यह चीज मैंने सर में कभी नहीं देखी, कभी भी नहीं देखी. He would always concede, he would never thrust his opinion on others, and he was so participative, so lively, so jovial. And another trait which I noticed about sir, not during this stint of mine, I've been here for 1.5 years, but in fact my association with sir dates long back. As a young assistant commissioner, I had appeared before him in 2005. Then assistant commissioners used to appear before the bench on rotational duties. At Amritsar in 2005, I remember, even after my first appearance before sir, I remember he invited me for a cup of tea in his chamber. और सर ने मुझे कहा आपने बहुत अच्छा आर्ग्यू किया. Now, as a young assistant commissioner, a young officer who has just joined a few months back. Now, these are very motivating words. Though I should not compare him with other members, lekin the world is relative, Now, there was another member on the bench, I would not name him, nor would I criticize him, because हर बंदे का अपना nature होता है. Now, he was a very kind of a member, with a stiff upper lip, very protocol-minded, and I think there were some misgivings on my part also because I was a young officer. I did not understand the protocol of the department or something. But then that member would get pissed off with me once or twice or even thrice, and even went to the extent of passing strictures against me, that I would pass strictures against this young gentleman officer and contempt of court कर दूंगा. तो मैं घर जाके अपनी बीवी से बात करता था, शी इज माय फेलो कोलीग एंड माय बैचमेट जयश्री शर्मा. मैंने कहा यार एक मेंबर जो कहता है स्ट्रिक्चर पास कर दूंगा, आई एम अ डॉक्टर, तो हम वो स्ट्रिक्चर समझ रहे हो धागा वागा, मैं पता नहीं को धागे से बांध देंगे क्या करेंगे. तो क्या पनिशमेंट होती है, ये स्ट्रक्चर आई वॉज नॉट अवेयर। मैं दूसरा मेंबर चाय पिलाता है कमरे में बुला के, और कहता आप बड़ा अच्छा आर्ग्यू कर रहे हैं। तो आई वॉज इन अ डिलेमा कि मैं वाकई अच्छा आर्ग्यू कर रहा हूं कि नहीं कर रहा हूं। बट दिस सेड, you know, the very motivating words of such a senior officer motivating a youngster कि आप बड़ा अच्छा आर्ग्यू कर रहे हैं, you know, it adds to your confidence. And sir's words were always very motivating. मैंने शुरू से ही सर में देखा है कि जो ह्यूमिलिटी का ट्रेट कई स्पीकर्स ने डिस्कस किया मेरे से पहले, मतलब इवन एज अ यंग असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर सर मुझे हमेशा एज डॉक्टर साहब ही एड्रेस करते थे, इन्होंने कभी मुझे नाम से एड्रेस ही नहीं किया। डॉक्टर साहब आइए, डॉक्टर साहब आइए, चाय के लिए आइए, कमरे में आइए। तो मैं अपनी वाइफ से भी यही कहता था, इवन शी अपीयर्ड बिफोर हिम, उन्होंने भी बड़ा प्रेस किया कि इज वेरी हम्बल। और ये जो ह्यूमिलिटी का ट्रेट है सर के पर्सोना में ऐसे इनग्रेन्ड है, ये मैं 2005 की बातें बता रहा हूँ, 5 और 6 की। अभी एक रीसेंट इंसिडेंट आपको बताता हूँ। 5-6 में तो रादर टुटेजा सर इज हियर, ही यूज्ड टू बी माय बॉस, एडिशनल कमिश्नर, मैं असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर था। एंड सर एज अ मेंबर वुड वॉक डाउन फ्रॉम हिज चेंबर टू टुटेजा सर रूम, एंड अगर ट्रू पंजाबी खाने पीने के बड़े शौकीन हैं, जैन साहब भी, टुटेजा साहब भी, और मैं, तो सर के रूम में वो महफिल लगा करती थी, खाना पीना, अमृतसरी कुलचा, पिज्जे कुलचे, यू नो दैट पर्टिकुलर स्टफ, फिरनी। एक चोपड़ा जी आईटी होते थे, मुझे याद है, सर को अभी याद होगा, वो उन्होंने करना, लियाओ साहब ली खाने में लियाओ कुछ बढ़िया, पीएन अरोड़ा साहब इज हियर फ्रॉम अमृतसर, ही कैन वेल अप्रिशिएट। तो हाँ लस्सी, तो आई यूज्ड टू थिंक कि लस्सी पी के तो नींद आ जाएगी, ये काम कैसे करेंगे। बट देन एज अ यंग टर्क समटाइम आई वुड जस्ट बार्ज इनटू सर's रूम, सर फिर मुझे बैठा लेते थे, आ जाओ जैन सर भी बैठो, डॉक्टर साहब तुसी भी खाओ पियो। एंड दैट आई स्टिल रिमेंबर दैट एसोसिएशन। और अभी इट सो हैपेंड वी ट्राई टू काइंड ऑफ रिवाइव दैट एसोसिएशन। टुटेजा सर, जैन सर, मैं 2-3 बार हम इकट्ठे भी हुए, फिर से हमने कुलचा वगैरह मंगा के खाया। अभी रादर पिछले 2-3 महीने से हम अपना नेक्स्ट लंच वो स्लॉट कर रहे थे, समहाउ ड्यू टू प्री ऑक्यूपेशंस ऑफ सर, फिर मैं एक बार बाहर चला गया, वो हो नहीं पाया। बट नाउ सर विल हैव एम्पल टाइम एट हिज डिस्पोजल, एंड आई थिंक नाउ वी कैन रिवाइव दैट एसोसिएशन अगेन, वी कैन हैव कुलचा लंचेस मोर रेगुलरली सर। तो मेरे कहने का तात्पर्य ये है कि इतने मिलनसार, इतनी जोवियल पर्सनैलिटी, इतने हम्बल, और अभी भी मेरे पास सर कुछ महीने पहले ऑफिस में आए, सर का यही होता था, वेरी इम्प्रॉम्प्टू, डॉक्टर साहब तुम कोई चाह चू पिया दो, कोई लंच लुंच करा दो, मैं आवा। मैं कहा सर आओ जी, सदके आओ जी। सर केम डाउन टू माय ऑफिस, देन वी हैड लंच, अनफॉर्चुनेटली इंसिडेंटली सर वाज नॉट देयर, टुटेजा सर लास्ट टाइम। तो सर ने कहा यार आपके यहाँ एक मैडम है गरिमा सिंह, वो हुडा साहब की बेटी हैं, कमिश्नर हैं मैडम, तो एडवोकेट जनरल हरियाणा जो थे हवा सिंह हुडा साहब, तो उनकी बेटी है, मैं उनसे मिलना चाहता हूँ। तो मैंने कहा सर मैं मैडम को फोन कर देता हूँ, मैडम हैज बीन माय बॉस एंड मैडम विल जस्ट कम ओवर। कहते नहीं, आई विल गो टू हर रूम। मतलब इतने बढ़िया ट्रेड्स, कोई ब्यूरोक्रेटिक हायरार्की नहीं, मतलब मैंने तो ऐसा अफसर नहीं देखा, लेट मी बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। पीपल वुड से सच ऑफिसर्स आर रेयर, आई वुड से ही इज द ओनली वन, कि जो अगेंस्ट, मतलब अगेंस्ट द ऑर्डर ऑफ प्रोटोकॉल, ब्यूरोक्रेटिक हायरार्की, जैसे मैंने अभी ये कहा भी, कुछ स्टिफ अपर लिप वाले मेंबर भी थे, मतलब वो तो आप सोच भी नहीं सकते। लेकिन सर वुड वॉक डाउन टू ए सबऑर्डिनेट्स रूम, इतनी ह्यूमिलिटी मैंने किसी अफसर में आज तक नहीं देखी। तो मैं बस यही कामना करता हूं। और देखिए बार के मेंबर्स या डिपार्टमेंट के ऑफिसर्स, वी एक्नॉलेज दिस बिकॉज वी डील विद हिम, लेकिन जो असली एक्नॉलेजमेंट होता है ना, वो रोड साइड का आदमी एक्नॉलेज जब करता है ना, आदमी कॉमन मैन, वो तब पता चलता है। वन ऑफ माई डिस्टेंट रिलेटिव्स ही रन्स एन ईटरी इन अमृतसर, और सर को खाने पीने का शौक है, तो वो उनकी तारीफ में सर जी कभी मिलते हैं मुझे, मैं अमृतसर जाता हूं तो कहते हैं कि यह जैन साहब वर्गा बंदा नहीं है। कहते मतलब दे हैव रन अ स्मॉल ईटरी, वो कहते हमारे यहाँ आ जाते हैं, आ खवाओ, पूड़ी छोले खवाओ, क्योड़ियां तड़ियां चीज़ा खवाओ बड़े में। बट आई वुड जस्ट रिक्वेस्ट सर नाउ कि क्योड़ियां चीज़ा सर हम थोड़ियां अवॉइड करो। तो 2-3 साल तो the times have not been good on the personal front with sir. Personal losses he has suffered no doubt, and even health wise सर के और इवन मैडम का मुझे पता चला है कि हार्ट एलिमेंट्स हैं। तो I think now sir would get a good opportune time to spend with his family and look after his physical and mental and spiritual health. तो जाते जाते सर मैं वो साहिर लुधियानवी का वो पढ़ूंगा, मैं पल दो पल का शायर हूँ, कि सर सरकारें तो पहले भी चलती थी, आपके समय में भी चली हैं, आगे भी चलती रहेंगी, लेकिन अफसर को याद रखता है लोग, कम ही अफसरों को लोग याद रखते हैं जो आपके जैसे होते हैं। तो वो कुछ दो चार में से कपलेट से पढ़ना चाहूंगा। कल और आएंगे नगमों की खिलती कलियां चुनने वाले, तुमसे बेहतर कहने वाले, मुझसे बेहतर कहने वाले, तुमसे बेहतर सुनने वाले, कल कोई क्यों मुझको याद करे, क्यों कोई मुझको याद करे, मसरूफ जमाना मेरे लिए क्यों वक्त अपना बर्बाद करे। पर हम मसरूफ जमाना आपके लिए वक्त बर्बाद करेंगे, आपको हमेशा याद रखेंगे सर, आप हमारे दिल में रहेंगे, हमेशा रहेंगे। We will always remember you. फिजिकल मीटिंग्स कई बार नहीं हो पाती हैं सर, प्रोफेशनल कमिटमेंट्स हैं, सोशल कमिटमेंट्स हैं, जैसे हम 2-3 महीने से ट्राई भी करते थे, नहीं कर पाए। लेकिन एक हमारे, मुझे याद आ रहा, हमारे चीफ कमिश्नर होते थे पीके गुप्ता साहब दिल्ली में, तो वो कहा करते थे, मैं तेरे घर नहीं आता, तू मेरे घर नहीं आता, मगर इन एहतियातों से रिश्ता मर नहीं जाता। तो ये रिश्ता कायम रहेगा सर। थैंक यू वेरी मच, वी विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Dr. Rohit Sharma, for kind words. May I now request Shri Sarabjit Singh, CIT, Commissioner for Chandigarh, Panchkula, sorry, to address the gathering, please.
Honorable President, Honorable Vice President, Honorable members of the ITAT, Honorable office periods of Bar Association, my departmental colleague. Though I am not a good speaker and I avoid public speaking, पर जब मुझे एक लड़की का फोन आया कि सर एडी जैन सर की रिटायरमेंट है तो आप बोलोगे, मैंने तुरंत बोला यस बोलूंगा। वैसे तो मेरे से पहले जो मैं वर्ड सोच के आया था सब लोगों ने कह ही दी हैं, बची कुछ तारीफ रोहित शर्मा ने कर दी है। आई डोंट हैव अदर वर्ड्स टू से इन सर's praise. He is such a humble and good personality, such a loving person, in the court, off the court. पीछे एक बार सर का फोन आया, किसी बात पे बात कर रहे थे, अपनी पंजाबी लहजे में बोले, तो यार कदी कदी आ जा करो मिलने यार, तो सही आंदे ही नहीं। I was so stunned by his humble words, his loving words. Of course, on his professional competency, lot has been said by my friends. There is no doubt on that. As Rohit has told, sir has never lost his temper during the proceedings in the court and is a patient listener and of course knowledgeable. Sometimes I think कि सर ने तो सीए वगैरह नहीं करी, इनको अकाउंट्स ऐसे कैसे आते हैं? So he was so perfect in his work and so quick to understand the issue. And even sometimes जब DR या senior DR या learned cons or the other side एक वर्ड बोलते थे, अगली बार ये पहले ही बोल देते थे यस, ये पहले ही समझ जाते थे क्या कहने चाहते हैं। So sir, what I can say about your praise, I have rarely seen such public servants with such high professional competency and with such a large heart, and it's for the generation to learn from sir, his humble attitude, his work balance, and his behavior. So I pray sir that you will live long, will talk with my colleagues regarding your personality to convey your personal character to the public and to learn something from you so that we can also become like you. We can also earn so much respect and love from your surroundings and people. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Sarabjit Singh ji, for kind words. Mr. Pramod Kumar, former Vice President, ITAT, has sent his message and an apology. He couldn't come personally due to his ill health. I request Brother Parish Joshi ji to read out his message, please.
Dear all, I have been given the responsibility to read out the message which has been given by Shri Pramod Kumar, former Vice President of Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. Shri Akashdeep Jain, Senior Most Vice President, Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, lays down his office today on reaching the age of superannuation. His long and spotless career, with utmost devotion to the cause of justice and the highest level of integrity, will always inspire posterity. Of course, apart from being an outstanding judicial officer, he has been an amazing son, a loving father, a caring husband, and a great friend. He is a gentleman to the core. Although we have been batchmates, I first met Akash in April 2003 when I was transferred to a station where he was already working. Our office chambers and residential flats were adjacent and we were next door neighbors. During and after office hours, during my interaction with him, I had great opportunity to learn so much from his deep knowledge of judicial practices and his exceptional standard of judicial conduct. Akash has a great passion for literature and poetry as well as Indian and Western music. When I visited his flat for the first time in the city of Mumbai, I was a bit surprised to see that there was hardly anything in the flat apart from hundreds of books, thousands of music CDs, and endless pair of shoes were his obsession. I was and I continue to be amazed by his simplicity, his passions, and his priorities. I have been on the bench with Akash several times at several stations, and it was a sheer delight to have had this privilege and to witness his commitment to the cause of justice, his positivity in and his judicious approach to and the pious work of dispensation of justice. On a lighter note, his sense of humor was of a different level altogether, and he would spare none, and least of all, my obesity. Very early in our interaction, I learned it the hard way. One fine Sunday morning, as both of us were together in the building lobby, he saw the washerman and with a straight face he asked him how much he charges for ironing my trousers. When he was told that he charged the same 5 rupees as he charged him, Akash almost blasted him and said, भाई साहब का पैंट का भी 5 रुपया, मेरी पैंट के भी 5 रुपया मैं नहीं दूंगा. I don't know whether Akash could get a discount or not, but I was thereafter always charged a little more than usual. Akash priorities regarding his parents and family also affected his health. Even though he never allowed these things to interfere with his devotion to the work, sadly, he could not get a reappointment, which shows that even the most foolproof system once a while. It is a huge loss to the institution, but I'm sure God has better things in store for Akash. I'm sure he will be a true asset to the society and also to Punjab and Haryana High Court Bar, where he intends to resume his practice and will have opportunity to make even more contribution to the cause of justice.
I wish Akash all the best in his post-superannuation life. May God give him all the success, good health, and above all, happiness.
Many thanks, Mr. Pramod Kumar, Honorable former Vice President, and Mr. Brother Joshi for reading out his message. I now request Shri T.N. Singla, President ITT Bar Chandigarh, to kindly address the gathering, please.
Hon'ble Shri A.D. Jain, Vice President, Shri Rajpal Yadav ji, Hon'ble Vice President, members and officers of ITAT, officers of Income Tax Department, my professional colleagues, family members of Shri A.D. Jain and his friends. Lot has been said about Shri A.D. Jain by the speakers, but I still feel that I should repeat those words. And for a person like Shri A.D. Jain, who is true gentleman, we have joined today on superannuation of Shri A.D. Jain ji. He joined in 1986 as civil lawyer in Punjab and Haryana High Court and selected as judicial member of ITAT in 2001. And in 2018, he was promoted as vice president of the ITAT. In fact, Mr. Jain inherited judicial acumen from his father, late Justice Shri S.K. Jain, who was judicial officer and retired as a judge of the High Court. He had addition of judicial officers and earned good reputation like his late father. He is true gentleman and excellent officer. The parents of Shri A.D. Jain gave him correct name as Akash Deep, which means Akash ka Deepak, and he is actually a shining star. He has all the qualities of leadership, good administrator, and excellent judicial acumen. As far as administrative capabilities and behavioral approach of Shri A.D. Jain is concerned, it is well known to all during the tenure in ITAT as judicial member, vice president, and acting president for few days. Your Honor has served this great institution of ITAT for 23 years with extraordinary dedication, a paragon of integrity, and judicial mind of exceptional insight. It was indeed a great privilege to appear before Your Honor. Shri Jain remained posted at Bombay, Delhi, Amritsar, Lucknow, Agra, and Chandigarh benches during his tenure of 23 years. It is our good luck that in Chandigarh he had a stint of more than 2 years. He was always been acknowledged for being pleasant yet forthright and an upfront officer. He is an outstanding and hard-working vice president of ITAT, known for giving patient hearing to everyone. He had unblemished record and nobody could ever question his honesty and integrity. Majority of his orders, which were subject matter of further appeal, have been confirmed by the Honorable High Court or Honorable Apex Court. In many of his landmark judgments, authored by Shri A.D. Jain, are reported in various tax magazines and will be remembered as precedents in the years to come. During his posting at Chandigarh, he rendered all possible assistance that the institution and litigations expect from members or vice president of ITAT in discharging his judicial obligation and won the hearts of all members of the bar and departmental representatives. He was prompt in deciding the appeals. This has resulted in deep admiration, abounding affection, and respect from the members of the bar. We would always remember his smiling face and politeness. Sir, you will be always remembered for positive support in all court-related activities, as well as the discipline maintained on and off the bench. The most important part in the life of Shri A.D. Jain is support from the family. I must appreciate Mrs. Jain for the support provided to Mr. Jain because she was the lady who managed the affairs of the whole family in his absence, so that he could dedicate his total uh, he could dedicate his total job, dedicate his work, dedicate to everything, to job, to work, everything, whatever he wanted to do. We wish Shri A.D. Jain ji happy and healthy long life after superannuation. We would like to have frequent meetings and interaction with him even after his retirement. Sir, we will miss you deeply at bench. Otherwise, we would keep on meeting and get benefit from your expertise in direct taxes. In last, I, on behalf of Chandigarh ITAT bar say, sir, there are no good boys for persons like you, and you will always be in our hearts. Thank you very much, sir.
Many thanks, Mr. Priyan Singla, for kind words. May I now request Honorable Vice President Shri Rajpal ji to kindly address the gathering, please.
President, ITAT, Justice C. Badang Saab, Jain Saab, my colleagues on the dais and off the dais, Shri T.N. Singla, President, ITAT Bar Association, office bearers of other bar associations, learned departmental representatives, family members of Jain Saab, Shri George K. George, Vice President Chennai, Brother Pannu, Shri Rajesh Tuteja ji, our old friend, Shri Vijay Mehta, who traveled from Bombay, ladies and gentlemen. My association with Brother A.D. Jain is more than 36 years. We were together in the profession and afterwards in the tribunal. Both joined in 2001. All of us must read the story of great writer Munshi Premchand, Panch Parmeshwar. There are three main lead characters in that story, namely two childhood friends, Vidu Chaudhary and Jumman Sheikh. The third character is Jagdu Shahu. A dispute arose between Jumman Sheikh and his aunt with regard to a property, and Panchayat was organized, where Algu Chaudhary was appointed as a Sarpanch. Jumman Sheikh was very happy that his friend has been appointed as a judge for resolution of the dispute, and he will take his side. But the author expressed what dilemma was faced by a Panch while deciding the dispute. Ultimately, the Panch arose to the occasion and ignored the friendship. He recited the cause justifiably in favor of the aunt. This hurt his friend and an enmity developed between them. After some time, second dispute arose between Algu Chaudhary and Jagdu Shahu, where Jumman Sheikh was appointed as the judge. Algu Chaudhary was apprehensive that his old friend would take revenge of old decision. But Jumman Sheikh, after adoring the seat of a Panch, again arose to the occasion and forget the enmity. He gave correct decision. The idea to refer this story is to show as to how author expressed very lucidly the dilemma faced by every adjudicator while deciding any dispute. How responsibility to decide eliminate the bias. The cause of justice should always prevail over any bias. Jain Sahib, by dint of his hard work, overcome all those dilemmas and imbibed the principle of justice. He trained himself in such a fashion that any level of provocation would not goad him to lose patience. He always maintained the sanctity of hearing. As an elder brother, he always guided me as and when I faced any problem. We were together in Delhi. One of our colleagues, Shri A.D, expired by heart attack. 1.5 year later, his daughter was to be married and the function was in Alwar. We both decided to attend that function. I offered myself, his driver, to take him to there. So I drove the car and we went to Alwar, which is around 110 or 20 kilometers from Delhi, and stuck up on NH8 in a heavy traffic. The area was a native to me, so I left the highway and took the car on the rural roads. Two of our old colleagues were with us and everybody was apprehensive where I am taking them. But ultimately, I brought them to Delhi at 1:30 in the night. And in this way, we have many, many happy moments staying together in Delhi and as well as always remain in touch. Hopefully, after 1.5 years, I will also be retired. And again, we will remain in same line in the profession. I'm sure that the way he conducted himself would lead him to a contented life. I pray for his good health and happy retired life, brother. Thank you.
Many thanks, Shri Rajpal ji, for your kind words. Now I request Honorable Shri A.D. Jain Sahab to kind of address the gathering with his thoughts. Thank you.
Honorable President, my Lord Honorable Mr. Chandrakant Bhadang Sahab, Honorable Vice President Shri Rajpal Yadav ji, my ex-President Shri G.S. Pannu Sahab, my esteemed brothers, respected presidents, office bearers and members of the ITAT Bar, Chandigarh, the ITAT Amritsar Bar, the ITAT Jammu Bar, the ITAT Delhi Bar, the ITAT Hyderabad, respected CITs, CITDRs, senior departmental representatives, my family, relatives and friends, ladies and gentlemen. I am before you today with a heavy heart filled with gratitude, humility and reflection as I reach the closing chapter of my career in the judicial service. This moment is both a celebration and a deeply personal transition, and I find myself overwhelmed with emotions as I bid farewell to the bench. I am so thankful to Almighty God for giving me this opportunity to join this dedicated, forward-looking, and highly respected institution, and I sincerely hope that I have contributed to the best of my ability in my own little humble way and live up to the oath that I took on 15th October 2001 in both letter and spirit. To begin with, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to each one of you present here. Your kind words and warm gestures today touch me deeply. I am honored by your recognition and humbled by your appreciation. My journey has been shaped by the collective support of so many talented individuals, and I owe much of my success to this legal and tax fraternity. Over the years, I have had the privilege, mother of all tribunals, that is the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, upholding the rule of law. The ITAT stands as the protector of impartial, easy, and speedy justice in income tax related matters, and it has been my solemn duty to serve this noble cause. Every case I presided over was not just a matter of law, but a reflection of the trust placed on me to ensure that justice prevails. It was a responsibility I did not take lightly, and I hope that in every decision, fairness and pursuit of truth guided me. Over the years, I have placed great emphasis on the importance of writing the judgments manually. It may sound tiresome to many of you, but believe you me, it's more fulfilling and satisfying at the end. To me, writing has always been a way to truly understand a topic, an opportunity to sit with a complex issue, think deeply, and articulate it first for myself and then for others in a way that's both insightful and engaging. This desire has driven my own writing journey, and I've always aimed to write the kind of judgments I would myself want to read, one that didn't already exist. The primary purpose of writing for me was and has been that this pursuit of clarity and contribution spreads far and wide. Another rewarding aspect of legal writing is its potential to shape discourse, influence judicial thought, and impact the way the law is interpreted. And I sincerely hope that I have contributed in my own small way to the evolution of legal thought, nudging judicial perspectives forward. The legal profession has changed tremendously since I first joined the judicial service. Yet one thing remains constant: the commitment to justice. It has been inspiring to witness the next generation of chartered accountants, lawyers, and legal minds continuing this sacred mission with dedication and integrity. And I have just a small bit of advice. Continue to write, to spark challenge norms, and hopefully help push the boundaries of the law in the right direction. I must also acknowledge the challenges. There were times of immense pressure, difficult decisions, and long nights spent pondering over judgments. But with every challenge came the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to serve the society in a better way. In this, I was never alone. My colleagues on the bench, the diligent members of the bar, respected DRs, and the exemplary office staff were my constant support system. I am grateful to each of you for your collaboration and your trust in my abilities. To my family, you have been my foundation and strength. The life of a member is not without sacrifices, and your unwavering support, understanding, and love have made this journey possible. I thank you from the bottom of my heart and being by my side and side through all the highs and lows. As I step into retirement, I look forward to the next chapter of my life with a sense of fulfillment, but also a sense of purpose. While my official duties may have come to an end, my passion for justice and the law will always remain. I hope to continue contributing to the society, perhaps in small little different ways, but always with the same spirit of service. In conclusion, I am filled with gratitude for the honor of having served this esteemed tribunal and for the relationships and friendships I have made along the way. The experiences and lessons I have learned will stay with me forever, and I leave the bench with a deep sense of peace and satisfaction. Thank you all once again for your kind words, your friendships, and your support. I wish you all the very best as you continue to uphold the values of justice, fairness, and truth. Thank you.
Many thanks to A.D. Jain sir and to the gathering out here for the standing ovation. May I request Madam Kusum Bansal, CIT, DR, as well as Dr. Rohit Sharma to please come over and present the memento from the revenue to Mr. A.D. Jain.
Thank you.
With this, we have come to an end to today's proceeding. Now I request Brother Privan Sahib to extend a word of thanks, please.
Now it's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion of full court reference at the superannuation of Shri A.D. Jain Sahab. First of all, I am thankful to our President, Honorable President, who despite being in England and having a time gap of 5.5 hours, chose to connect online at 6 o'clock in the morning, London time. Thank you, sir. I am thankful to Sri Y.K. Sood Sahab, Bar Association, ITIT Bar Amritsar, Sri Sudhir Sahgal, Sri Aswini Kumar and Sri T.N. Singla from Chandigarh Bar, Sri Praveen Kishore Prasad from Bangalore, Sri Mustaq Ali from Jammu Bar, Sri Rohit Sharma and Sarvjit Singh, CIT DR and Commissioner and senior DRs from the department. We have also received messages from Sri A.P. Sinha from Lucknow, Sri P.N. Chopra from Jodhpur, Sri Pramod Kumar, former VP, Sri K.V. Sri Ram, Sri Ajay Wadhwa. Our heartfelt thanks to them. Last but not the least, I am thankful to the family members of Shri A.D. Jain Sahab who chose to grace this occasion despite their busy schedule. And now, as a matter of convention, I am thankful to all the officers and officials of this tribunal, my fellow members on the dais, off the dais, and to everyone present here. Thanks to all of you. Thank you.
With this, we have come to an end to today's proceedings. And now I request all members present here you all are invited for the high tea, please. That's right. Thank you. Thank you.